Chapter 20 Chemistry, question number 5, 6 and 7. Question number 5. Calculate the mass of silver deposited at the cathode during electrolysis when a current of 1.8 amperes flows through an aqueous solution of silver nitrate for 45 minutes. Right? For 45 minutes. So they have given us the details to find the charge. Right? So first of all, we have to find the charge and then write the balanced equation, balanced ionic equation of the half ionic equation of silver, deposition of silver. So let's find out how much charge is generated here. So the equation is Q equals IT. Now current is 1.80. 1.8 multiplied by time is 45 minutes. So that means it has to be multiplied by 60 as well to make it into seconds, right? So then you get 4860 coulombs. So that is the charge that is being that has been given. Then to deposit 1 mole of silver, we have to find out how much of charge is required. So then we have to first write the equation for silver. We have Ag plus, then it gets together with 1 electron to produce 1 mole of silver. So that means to produce 1 mole of silver, you need what is the charge that you would require? 96,500 coulombs, because only 1 electron is involved here. 96,500 coulombs. So then how much of silver can be deposited with 4860? What do we do? So amount that can be deposited is 4860 is what we have, but for 1 mole we require 96,500, right? Then if 96,500 would give 108 grams, right? So you can remember this and this should be corresponding. For 96,500 would give 1 mole of Ag, that is 108 grams. Then how much would be given by 4860? So this is the calculation. Then that would give you, if you use the calculator, 5.44 grams would be given. I hope you understood that question. Let's move to question number 6. Calculate the volume of hydrogen produced at RTP when a concentrated aqueous solution of sulfuric acid is electrolyzed for 15 minutes using a current of 1.4 amperes. Remember, these kind of questions definitely come, and it is quite easy for you to get marks. Just follow the principles and remember that these are basic questions, but remember the basic principles. If you forget the basic principles, then you are going to be in big trouble. So 15 minutes, current of 1.4 amperes, they are asking for the volume, right? So now we have to once again deal with the half ionic equation. Here we are talking about hydrogen gas. So that is H2. Hydrogen gas is H2. So we need to figure out how many electrons are involved in this. To get H2, you have to have 2H plus. Then 2H plus would join with 2 electrons, right? 2 electrons to give you H2. So that means, what is the charge that we need? The charge that we need is equal to 2 into 96,500, right? Because there are 2 moles of electrons involved, right? So that 2 into 96,500 is 193,000 coulombs. 193,000 coulombs of charge is required, right? So this is required to produce 1 mole of hydrogen gas. So now we come back to the question. What is the question? They are asking if 1.4 amperes of electricity is passed through for 15 minutes, right? So we have to find out the charge. Once again, Q equals IT. Apologies, Q equals IT. So then I is current is 1.4 amperes, multiplied by time is 15 minutes. That has to be multiplied by 60 to get in seconds. So that is 1260 coulombs is what we have. So then to get if you to get 1 mole of hydrogen, you need 193,000. So then with 1260, what do you get? That is the question. 193,000. Then 193,000 will give you 24 cubic decimeters. Right? Then how much would you get in 1260? That is the question. Then your answer would come as 0.157 cubic decimeters. I will write it here. 0.157 cubic decimeters is the answer. I hope you understood. Let's move to question number 7. Calculate the volume of oxygen produced at RTP when a concentrated aqueous solution of sodium sulfate is electrolyzed for 55 minutes using a current of 0.7 amperes. Once again, the same deal. So 1 mole of gas occupies 25 cubic centimeters. That is a given fact. So let's try to figure out what happens here. Sodium sulfate is produced. So then what happens when you electrolyze sodium sulfate? Sulfate will not go away. So it is hydroxide that will be coming to the that will be attracted to the anode. So then you get 4OH plus 4OH minus rather 4OH minus would come to the anode. Then what will happen there? So this will turn into oxygen 1O2 moles and 2 H2Os, and you would be given of 4 electrons. So because 4 electrons are required, we have to find how much of a charge is required. The charge that is required is 4 into 96,500. 4 into 96,500 is the charge that is required. That is 386,000 coulombs of charge is required for this. Now what do? Now this is what we need for 1 mole. Now we have to figure out how much of charge we have actually given. So we use Q equals IT. Right? Q equals IT. So current is 0.7. I is 55 minutes. So that has to be obviously multiplied by 60 to get in seconds. So the charge we are going to get is 2310. 2310 coulombs of charge is given. So now 2310 charge is what we have actually given. 386,000 is what we will have to give to get 1 mole. So then they are asking how much would be produced if you give 2310, right? So then 2310 divided by 2310 divided by 386,000, because this gives 24 cubic decimeters, you multiply by 24 to find out how much you would get. You will get 0.144 cubic decimeters. So that is the answer. I hope you understood all the details. Let's see if there is another part to that. No, that's it. I hope, I'm sure you have gotten the answers. Let's go to the next theory part in the next video.